I don't like this shit, blood. I don't like this shit. I don't like none of this shit, blood. Man, nigga just talking right now. Out here, all these niggas talking, blood. I'm looking at the common blood niggas just talking. What they want to know,
Hey,
though?
so
What y'all really want to know? Hey, yeah, man, I'm a chain gang legend, homie.
For sure, for sure. So, all right. So basically, what's going on to everybody that came in late? So some paperwork surfaced, or no, a grievance surfaced, and 1090 Jake, he admitted he wrote the grievance, or whatever. So now everybody's saying that fuck all that. Any grievances, any statements and shit, all that shit is considered snitching. So like, how do you feel about like, you know, niggas writing out grievances, or like, what's the difference between a grievance and a statement?
Look, I got a life sentence right now. That's like saying I can't appeal my case. Nigga, when you get found guilty or anything like that, you got to do some type of paperwork to beat what you got sentenced to. If you got convicted of anything that got some type of motherfucking mishap, technicality to where you can beat it, that's what you're supposed to do. And that's all blood did by writing the agreement. That's all the agreements mean while you in Florida prison. That's all that shit mean.
Yeah. So like, you will write a grievance and shit, and niggas will be like, nah, they ain't no snitching shit, or have you ever?
Like, I done wrote grievances on shit like when I got found with knives and shit. I wrote grievances to get my DRs thrown out and shit like that. I wrote all type of grievances. It depends the situation and everything. But in the day, when blood got popped, when he got fired, hold on, go from the room quick.
When blood in prison right now. He got a life sentence.
Yeah.
That's what he just said. He got a life sentence.
Yeah, all right, for sure.
Yeah,
you sure ain't got no service.
This really one of them homies, bro.
Yeah,
like, really one of them. Yeah.
What's happening?
Nah,
you said what?
But we can hear you type shit. Yeah, I can hear you.
You hear me now? Man, when that shit pop off, shit, man, blood got fired up on the bunk. I was 3 bunks down from blood. When he got popped, mind you, the Zoes in the dorm, they was scared. So the nigga fired blood up on some scared shit trying to check out the dorm, cause we finna pop their ass in the morning going to chow hall. So when blood get popped, I told him, man, just beat back. The nigga who fired blood up, go in front of the boot, weigh the police down type shit. So when all that shit go on, the homie Jamaica fired the other nigga up, the nigga Mark Cherry put a big ass hole in Mark Cherry head, the other old nigga and shit. So when that shit happened, the police come in, shake us down, pat everybody down, take everybody's shirts off, make sure everybody ain't stabbed and shit like that. And while all that shit going on, they find out they seen blood was leaking and shit. They take them to the hole. They go, when you first go to the box, it's called administration confinement. That's investigation. That's why you do 120, 180 days. You pin an investigation and shit. While they doing their research and shit, see what happened. So to clear the paperwork up, so the police ain't gotta do that much paperwork. They'll just write it to where like, okay, they gonna say we fighting and shit, just so they ain't gotta do all the paperwork. So once you get your motherfucking DR and shit, that's when you get found, you go to DR because you get found guilty. That's when you start to agree with procedure because you're trying to appeal. You trying to appeal your conviction. You trying to appeal what you got found guilty for. So all he doing is rewriting what the fucking DR said.
I'm at the wrong.
So how you
Hey, Remo, you know what I forgot to tell you too? You can hear me?
Yeah, what up?
Dude, that 5 year, when we went to confinement, they put me on the top tier. They put him on the bottom tier, right under my cell, in the room with my homie CT. Homie CT was taking his food and all that shit. So he checked out the dorm just to get escorted downstairs. I'm yelling down to CT, man, hey, man, flip his ass, take that shit. Take all of his shit, starving his ass. Then the other one, Mark Cherry, got put in the dorm with Yella, one of the big ass homies. He downstairs, he's scared as fuck. Like, yeah. Bro, and then homie that's still here right now, firing up the rest of the girls in the dorm. So it's like,
you got the
like,
video type shit. Yeah, so you asked me to look. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure it out because, like, we always been told any type of statements, any type of cooperating with the police, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? But now some niggas is saying that a grievance is cool. So I'm like, all right, so niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a street nigga, no, I'm a civilian. So I'm looking at it like I ain't never wrote no statements and none of that shit. So I'm saying, so a nigga can write a grievance, but I can't write a statement, and nigga, that's cool. And that's basically what bro's saying at the bottom, right?
It's like how he explained it. He got a life sentence, right? If he appeals his life sentence, that's the equivalent of what a grievance would be. You're fighting what they said that they put on you. So if you say, nah, this didn't happen, and this is how I'm trying to reverse this situation, you fighting it. You see what I'm saying? But in prison, you finna file a grievance to fight your DR to try to reverse your DR.
Oh yeah. And niggas, you know, people gonna have what they gonna feel how they feel about it. Cause some people, it's like some people saying a grievance is cool, and then I'm seeing other niggas they like fuck that. A grievance is still snitching. You shouldn't do none of that shit. So you know, people gonna feel how they feel.
And click on their picture, bro, and see what the fuck they look like. You're gonna be like, I don't even know why I'm reading this comment. See, like how you said how you ain't in the streets and shit. Yeah. I respect that. But you got motherfuckers that live just like you and be gangsters fucking in comments. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, how motherfucker going, he ain't going off that shit, bro.
Yeah. I feel that.
Hey, see if you can bring BKA Bolo.
BK, tell him request. If he requested, I'll see
it. He requested it. BKA Bolo.
Alright.
We're breaking blood. No, that's just What's up?
What up? So what happened, bro?
I had just got to Lancaster when all this shit happened, but I had knew you from previous camps, whatever, and right when I touched down, everybody. Okay, so Jamaica was one of our other homeboys in the dorm, my brother, and he smacked one of the Zoes and left like a gunshot in the back of his head, right?
So 1090 smacked the Zoe? That's what you said?
Nah, the homie Jamaica popped the Zoe.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
The homie Jamaica, he fired him up with a fucking master lock that was like 5 sizes the size of this. So when we went to medical, the nurse was like, it looked like he got shot. He had a hole in his head like this here.
That shit was nasty.
But the man had jelly.
There was only like one of his brothers in the dorm, so he had ran to the window. He started checking in basically, and he smacked Cherry because right in front of the window the water fountain, and he acted like he was going to get some water, like waved the CO down, and then turned around and smacked him.
So that's how I got. My bunk was literally right next to the water fountain, right next to the booth, and he crashed me in front of Troll. Mind you, if he didn't do that,
was the first one.
If he didn't do that, nobody would have went to confinement for the other one getting fired up, because they didn't see that shit. They only figured that out because they started searching everybody once they seen him crash out.
Yeah, man. So, you know, people still gonna have they thoughts and opinions on how shit went. So it's really just gonna be how everybody feel about that shit. But me personally, like, I'm still just trying to figure it out because niggas is on me like, bro, Reem, you being soft on him. I'm like, what more y'all want me to say? Bro said he wrote a grievance.
Bro, they want you to shoot me, bro. They're not gonna be satisfied until, you know, like
it's like what more they want bro said he wrote, so it's really on everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all right, so for sure. So like niggas saying that you shouldn't be writing no statements or nothing, no grievances and shit. Like if anybody considers themselves a street nigga and shit, y'all not supposed to cooperate with the police at all. So like they saying even the grievance shit is fool. What you respond to the people who say that?
Man, grievances must be snitching. Car accidents must be snitching. Fucking, I don't know. If you see somebody get killed by the police and you repost the video on Instagram saying the police need to get locked up, that must be snitching. If you Kodak Black and you said the COs tortured you, that must be snitching. What else?
A grievance to a DR it's an appeal. That's all. That's what it is.
Like where are we cutting it off at? You know, because I can name a whole lot of people that done did some shit, saying the police need to get locked up, police need to get fired, but they black. But then when you got me, they're gonna view it differently. Nah, the white boy, nah, that's snitching. But if he do it, nah, it's, you know.
I don't know, because it seems like this year, I've been calling 2023 the year of the rat, because I feel like everybody been getting exposed of some form, or even if niggas don't say, because some niggas seem like some people beat the snitching allegations, and then some people, that shit holding more weight on their shit. So like even like you saying it's a grievance and shit, and I feel like even with the Boston Richie shit, let's go back to that. People gonna be saying, so like how can you call Boston Richie a snitch if you never really got nobody arrested? And you know what I'm saying? You saying you ain't get nobody arrested either. So like, what's the difference?
In what case? If you read his paperwork from his Grand Theft Auto case, he told the police his two homeboys knew that the car was stolen. He told them that when they got in. In the paperwork, it says his two homeboys got arrested.
So you debunking it. So he did get people locked up type shit is what you saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's what his.
That's what the paperwork said. But he said he was spinning the police. They ain't never happened. So niggas is saying like,
yeah, but you're talking about the murder case. There was 2 cases.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then the co-defendant in that other case DM'd me and said that he snitched, and then went on Say Cheese and said, nah, ain't nothing happened. Like,
yeah.
You know? Motherfuckers gonna run with whatever they gonna run with.
See who else we got up in here, man, before we get up off this shit.
They said add K-Frog.
Who is that? Send me the
he another Florida prison YouTuber. He's been inside of the Florida Department of Corrections.
Tell him to send it. I don't see it. K-Frog.
Hey, K-Frog, they said request a thing if you still in there. I just seen somebody that said bring K-Frog in. I don't know if he's still in there. But it's like I told you, bro, they still saying I told on the smoke shop I never worked at because somebody made a fake video on YouTube and then they deleted it. But what they put stays. It stays on the internet. So then motherfuckers be like, oh, didn't he snitch on the smoke shop? That I never worked at. And then if you Google the smoke shop, they said it was. It's 2 Indians that got locked up. So it's like, you can't win if they don't want you to win. The internet undefeated. But motherfuckers in real life, it's never that.
Nah, I feel that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it really ain't really too much really to talk about unless old boy want to come on here, I'll add him up and shit. But for everybody,
he in the comments right now, his shit's KFrog_100.
Yo, K-Frog, send me the request. There's a lot going on. I can't see it, but if you send it to me, I could add you on here for sure. You said you follow my nigga King AK-47? Let me add him on here. Yeah, see what he got.
Follow AK.
Yo, AK, hop on here, man. We need. I need your perspective, bro.
And I know can't nobody in Cali say nothing because Greedo's fine, right? Yo,
man, what the fuck going on, man? Hey, Rebo, what up, Jake, bro?
What up, nigga?
You know my deal going hard, nigga. What's going on?
What you in the dark?
Huh? I'm outside. You know, big ass. We ain't gonna say too much though, but
yeah, don't do that. What's up though?
Man, what the fuck going on? Nigga talking about your boy, Jake. I'm like, man, what happened, man?
They trying again, bro. They trying again. They keep trying to politic me out the situation.
No, what happened though? Like they talk about you wrote a grievance or some shit?
Yeah, I wrote a grievance in prison on some shit that happened when I got fired up and the police beat the fuck out of everybody in the situation.
Now I know the difference between the grievance. Niggas in jail write grievances all the time, man, and COs ain't giving me shit whoopty whoop. But what did you say to that motherfucker though?
I said, dude fired me up. They took us to the back.
Wait, you said
his
name?
Huh?
You said his name?
Yeah, I wrote everything that was in the DR that I had. Everything in there.
You said dude fired you up and what?
Dude fired me up, and then the police beat the fuck out of everybody in the back room. But half of what they said happened was we all attacked each other when none of that shit happened. There was 4 people involved. Only one person did something. So dude crashed me in front of the COs. So they watched the whole thing go down. But then they try to say I hit him back with a fucking rock or a brick or whatever, and they try to say 2 other people did something that never happened. So we all got sentenced to this shit. We went to DR court. We all got 120 days of confinement, and then I wrote a grievance after, saying none of that shit happened.
Jake, man, you said his name, bro. You know what they about to say, bro.
What are they gonna say?
They gonna say you a rat, bro. You don't know this. You know this, bro.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna stand.
You said the nigga name. So wait,
so you saying you can write a grievance, but if you don't mention the person in the grievance, then it ain't right.
How you going? All right, so if you get shot, right, in front of the police, you get shot, but then they put you, mind you, who shot you, just shot you in front of the police, right? But you catch a case off of the shit, and you appeal the case, and it says in the paperwork, this dude shot you. So you repeat what's already written over here. They got this written already. He already got sentenced for the shit. So you repeat, I was shot by so-and-so in front of the fucking police, but then they said I did this, and I never did this. They already got him, sentenced him, watched the whole fucking thing. You just repeated what's in the initial statement. So if you read the DR, what I said in the grievance is in the DR, except for when they said that I flipped this dude and then this one flipped the other one.
No, I see what you said, but you really should have said I got hit in the head. I don't remember who the fuck hit me. You feel me?
They already watched this shit happen. So when the shit first happened, he already fired me up. When you go to confine, because you ain't never been to prison, right? Or you did?
I've been to jail.
When you go to prison, if you pop somebody, you go to prison, or you go to confinement, you sit in AC confinement, which is like jail. You sit in there until you go to court, which is disciplinary court or whatever. Once you go there, they're going to say, all right, you good, you get out of confinement, or they find you guilty. We all already got found guilty. So a motherfucker ain't get fired up and say, oh, he just fired me up. No, you already did it in front of Troll. I didn't have to say shit. They cuffed us up, took us all to confinement. Mind you, 3 of us went to confinement off of what dude did. No one else did nothing. The 2 other ones that got picked up didn't do shit. One had a hole in his head because my brother popped him and the COs didn't see it. But because of what he did, all of us went down for the shit. So we all go to confinement. We all get hit with 120 days. And then I wrote a grievance to appeal the shit. But the fucking shit didn't do nothing. And then the COs gassed the fuck out of me.
So I know what you said. Basically, you said you ain't tell on the motherfucker you already got in trouble. Like a lot of niggas be like, man, he hit me when they don't know.
Man, I got in trouble. We all already had got in trouble and all already had got sentenced to 120 days of confinement.
No, that's true. That's true. I thought we weren't supposed to put people names and shit though. Even if it was true.
I'm filing a grievance on what's already a disciplinary report. So you have to put every fucking name in it. Otherwise, you're not even going to beat the grievance on the grounds that you didn't fill out the grievance properly. You got to put what CEOs was there, what captain was there, what dorm it was in, all that.
Did you beat the grievance? You beat it?
Hell no, I didn't beat the fucking grievance. The CEOs came, tried to buck me on my food trays, wouldn't give me no food, and they gassed the fuck out of me. So I got hit with 60 more days off of that shit, and then ended up doing a whole 210. I didn't beat shit. I went to war with the police off of the grievance.
So basically, the grievance was for nothing.
It didn't help me.
So you couldn't have said, oh, I just got a question. You know, I fuck with you though. These motherfuckers did me talk about your boy this, your boy that. So if you couldn't have put like I got hit in the head, because I'm assuming you got hit in the head, right? You could put I got hit in the head. I can't remember what the fuck happened. All I know is I got hit in the head. Man,
I put exactly what was in the DR. What was in the DR is what I put. That was already in the DR. It was already sealed and done. We already got sentenced to the DR.
This shit crazy, man. Remo, man, you looking confused, man. What's your take on this, Remo?
I'm trying to figure it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, let me add King AK in here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna press him harder than when I can't.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, this is my boy right here. I fuck with Jake. I feel like saying the nigga name bogus as hell. But at the same time, it ain't like he told some shit that didn't happen, you know, that they didn't know. Like this snitching to me. If you get shot, they don't know who shoot you, and you say, hey, he shot me. You feel me? Now you getting them going with their investigation, and that leads to an arrest. But if the shit already happened and the police happened, I wouldn't have said no motherfucking name, though. I would have played like I said. Like, you feel me? Because that is still, in a way, cooperating in a way, though.
How do you appeal a case without saying any name?
Shit, that's a big question on niggas appealing and see.
Well, that's what a grievance is. It's the equivalent of an appeal on the street. So how do you appeal something without putting anyone's name in it that was involved in the situation? So you telling me you're gonna try to appeal? Because my homie that was just on here was there when it happened. Bro got a life sentence right now off a body. So right. He gonna be able to appeal something without mentioning anybody, anyone that's involved. You have to cite what the fuck took place.
No,
now for me, I got fucked over anyways. It didn't go through. Nothing happened. But nothing happened with dude either because he already got sentenced to what he already did. The man crashed out in front of the fucking police to get up out of the dorm so we didn't hit him up. So he pulled.
Bro, I heard dude say that.
By fucking hitting me with a brick in front of the police. And because he did that, they searched everyone else and 2 other people got picked up off of what he did.
Here's the question then. So do you regret making the grievance since it didn't even help in your favor? So it's kind of like pointless.
Man, I regretted writing the grievance the second I started getting bucked on food, bro. Motherfuckers don't even know I went through it with the police over the shit more than anything. The dude that fired me up was in the cell with my homie getting his food took. That wasn't nothing. I went through it with the COs about the shit. Because the COs are like, oh, now you want to fuck with us? I bet. So they throwing empty trays in my cell and shit, and then they fucking came through with the gas. Gassed the shit out of me. So it's like, what we talking about? I went through it with the COs more than anything. And you know what's crazy is I pointed out how the COs beat the same kid that fired me up. That's on his behalf. So now what? Oh, you snitched on the police? Like I said, I thought we couldn't do that.
So you gotta put the motherfucking name in the grievance though? I didn't think you had to put a motherfucking name in there.
I mean, bro, you can put whatever the fuck you want to put. Either it's gonna work or it ain't gonna work.
Right.
In my case, it didn't work.
The
so
grievance
I ain't not wrote nothing and it still wouldn't have worked.
The grievance ain't with the nigga that hit you, right? It's really with the COs and them putting you in the hole,
man.
Right?
It's the COs, bro, because the COs is the one that lied and said that I hit him, that I did some shit to him that never happened. The COs was the one that beat everybody. I never got beat because I had a hole in my head. I'm already bleeding. So they beat the fuck out of the kid that fired me up, and then they beat the fuck out of some random shit. So two motherfuckers got beat. Only one did something. I didn't get them. But I had to sit there with my hands cuffed behind my back, bleeding out my head, watching these two people get beat by the COs. But now, if a motherfucker say, oh, he beating this dude and that dude, if you black, nah, that's just on some fucking, yeah, we ain't gonna let nobody get beat. But, of course, me being me, no, he snitched. You snitching on the police now. The police beat an inmate, though. You snitching on the... But then you got the Kodak Black shit. Hey, the police torturing me in here. Now that ain't snitching. They're not supposed to touch you. So which one?
I was about to bring that up. Did you say Kodak was a snitch?
No. Kodak said I was a snitch for talking about his lyrics.
Oh, and then you brought up the grievance shit.
I said, all right, well, if talking about lyrics is snitching, is it snitching how you went and said that the police was doing this and that? I never said it was snitching. I just pointed out the fucking the hypocrisy and what the fuck he's saying. You saying me talking about your lyrics on whose bitch got took is snitching. Nobody.
And you gonna have a lot of people.
Nobody was jacking that shit though. Nobody said Kodak's a rat. Everybody said, nah, you can't tell on the police.
Hey,
if they beating you in prison, you can't. That ain't telling on them.
We gonna
keep
it 100.
Beat somebody on the street and you record it and you get that cop fired and arrested. That ain't telling on the police. All right, so stand on that shit now.
Well, we gonna keep it 100. Like a lot of people don't like you because you white. Like period.
Duh.
And they be waiting. A lot of motherfuckers be waiting on anything against you. But what I'm gonna say is, if a motherfucker want to call you a rat, bruh, because you gave up a name, you kind of can't even get mad at him. Like, it is what it is, because a lot of people gonna move by, man, we don't say names, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, if it happened, it happened. Shit, you feel me? You can't undo it, but don't get mad at motherfucker, because they gonna say, Jay, you always get on people's ass for when they make statements and say names and shit. Now, I understand what a grievance is, but a lot of these people don't. So it's like, shit, you kind of can't even get mad at the motherfucker.
I promise I'm not even the one that's mad. The ones that's mad is the ones that's looking at me still getting money. Them the ones that's mad. It's just like I told bro. They said that I snitched on the smoke shop. I never even worked that. Because somebody made a fake video like a year ago and motherfuckers is still talking about it and that video been got deleted. But motherfuckers still gonna say the shit. So it's like, you know? Like, boom, you got somebody in the comments right now that said I told on the prisons on live, right? So they said I told on the prisons. Mind you, I just did a video on this kid because he was sucking dick in juvie and then snitched on his co-defendant. But they saying that it's snitching on the prison by saying that, yeah, the CO is bringing drugs. How that snitching? That's a common statement. And if you say, yeah, inmates were stabbing shit over here, how that snitching?
This shit is crazy, man. Like, this shit is crazy. How long ago this shit happened?
2014. Damn near 10 years ago.
This shit come up before, though? I swear.
Bro, I talked about this shit in my videos 4 years ago. Like, I think
the new thing that everybody... I think the thing that's making this shit go crazy is just because the grievance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you might have talked about it, but I don't think nobody really seen the grievance.
Yeah, I ain't seen the grievance.
Everybody. So now everybody trying to figure out is writing the grievance snitching or not. You know how that shit go.
Yeah. Ain't worry about none of that. Ain't none of my people tripping off that shit at all.
Right. I mean, two of them just hopped on the live, and it seemed like, you know what I'm saying? They standing with it.
Bro, them was the ones I was in there with. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers know how it go. Motherfuckers know when they was dropping kites on us, getting us put out the dorm. So it's like, you know? And just to clarify, like, we ain't on here dissing the Zoes and none of that shit. Like, this was just a war inside of the prison. I still know some Zoes that I fuck with to this day. I was at Sumter, Lancaster, Appalachia, whatever. But in that current situation, we was at war with them boys.
Hey, the Zoes going crazy on the internet. The Zoes going crazy, motherfucker, on the internet. They couldn't wait for no shit like that.
I mean, for some people, it's like, you know, it's like a scab, you know, like motherfuckers never really get over it, but they just feel some type of way, you know, because motherfuckers was really getting hit behind that shit. Like, people were really getting fucked up in there. So it's like, it was real deal war. They getting cut, poked, flipped, fired up, whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. Everybody went home with their scars and shit, and fucking, it is what it is.
Damn, man, I wish you ain't say that name, bro. So basically, Remo, if that nigga didn't say no name, it'd be a whole different story.
That's
you know what I'm
saying? They still would say that shit.
What?
I think that's where it's at, too. I feel like, all right, look, because niggas is vouching at the grievance shit. They saying, all right, niggas is writing grievances all the time and shit. But I think the thing that's throwing niggas off is that you told that the dude harmed you in prison, and then you wrote, like, help me, please. So niggas is like, man, that's telling. But, you know, niggas gonna have their side and how they feel about that shit. Like, but niggas say people write grievances all the time. That's what they saying in the comments. And
yeah, niggas.
Some niggas saying fuck all that grievances, any of that shit. That shit snitching. You shouldn't even be writing no grievance.
Oh well, every jail nigga rat then because I know a grievance is a nigga in jail best friend to get out shit, bro. Like we gonna keep it 100. Like you can ask Tay that any of them niggas. Like you go if you ain't getting the right, if COs mistreat you in there or you feel like you been in a hole too long, or niggas writing grievances, bro. Period. It ain't like no statement that you a victim. You feel me? It ain't no victim.
So it's just what you say specifically in the grievance is what people gonna be really looking at.
And what people are really looking at is the fact that Jake said a name. That's why I said, damn, you feel me? If you ain't say no name, this wouldn't even really be a story. Like motherfuckers would be clout chased, but for the fact that you did, like you can't even get mad that a motherfucker feel that way. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like shit.
I feel like they wanted me to write a gangster grievance or something. Like they wanted me to be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bust his head when I get at him, but you know, can y'all let me out? Like I don't know how a motherfucker think that's gonna work behind the walls. Same thing when you in the courts. You finna write it how you. Same thing Kodak did. Yeah, I was getting abused in here.
Yo.
That's K-Frog.
What's up with you?
What's up, motherfucker? Where you been at?
You know I had to jump on here, man, and let them know how that grievance work. You hear me? Hey, you gotta let them know how that shit work for real. Hey, a grievance is like a complaint. You feel me? You can write a grievance on anything. Like it don't matter what it is. A CO could take this shirt from you, and you can write a grievance to get that motherfucking shirt back. Not saying it'll work, but you know what I'm saying? Like anything. You feel me? Like when I got caught with a banger, I wrote a grievance while I was in the box to get that fucking banger off me and get out of the box. That's what everybody does. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, let me ask you this. Couldn't he have said, I got hit, but I don't know who the fuck hit me?
Yeah, but the fact is, with his situation, his bro did that shit in front of the police. So they already know who hit 1090.
So he kind of told on the show.
Yeah, he did a check-in stunt. He hit that boy in front of the officers. So they already knew who had hit him. So it really is like you gonna write that grievance as smooth as you can, because that's your chance to appeal that motherfucker one time. That's it. You know, like it'd be different if they didn't know who popped them and left him with that patch he got. You know what I'm saying?
I know we talking about my patch, bro. You only talking about that.